Welcome to WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. Well, Hurricane Ian crossed Cuba overnight and is now a Category 3 storm and could strengthen to a Category 4 before it hits somewhere along the Florida Gulf Coast, particularly in the Tampa area. Now, we're likely to see the effects of the storm later on Thursday, then all day Friday and into Saturday. The latest forecast by the National Hurricane Center expect the storm to slow down and track in a northeasterly direction once it makes landfall, which will sap some of the energy from the storm, making it more of a rain event than a windy one. But the experts say we could have over 6 inches of rain or more in the Lowcountry beginning late on Thursday and into Friday and Saturday. Now, only if needed, there is time for you and your family to secure your outdoor furniture because there will be wind, and review your evacuation plans. Now, as of now, however, no evacuations have been ordered. Only the governor has the authority. No school closings have been announced as of at this time of the newscast, but power outages are expected, and emergency crews for all of our towns and counties are preparing, as we should be, for the approach of Ian. Crews are examining drainage ditches and lowering lagoon levels where possible. Beaches are still open, and coastal towns have the authority to close off the beach access, but you could still get on the beach. High school football games have been moved, most of the ones close by, to Wednesday night, including the Bridge Bowl with Hilton Head High hosting Bluffton and Bluffton High. May River, Beaufort Academy, and John Paul II hosting their games on Wednesday night. Hilton Head Prep and Christian Academy have had road games moved to Thursday night. And while teachers and administrators get much of the attention, our schools wouldn't run without their support staffs. Mossy Oaks Elementary School nurse Julie Knorr has been named the Beaufort County Schools Support Staffer of the Year. She was picked from a host of essays describing how she contributes to student achievement, their health, how she inspires and motivates and challenges the students in her school. And finally, in the employment world, South Carolina is one of the busiest places for what's being called churn, the number of people getting hired and the number of people quitting their jobs, both well above the rest of the country. Businesses in the Palmetto State are hiring at the 5th fastest rate in the country, but workers are quitting at the 4th highest rate in search of other jobs. Now, there are still more than 2 job openings for every person looking for work in the state of South Carolina. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHI-TV.com. And if you have a news tip or story idea or cool weather photo, well, you can just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now let's turn it over to Justin Jarrett for an update on sports. Justin.
It's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. Friday night will come early in the Loco this week thanks to the impending arrival of wet and windy weather from Hurricane Ian. Our teams were scrambling Monday to switch up the schedule and get games in before the storm hits, leaving us with a busy slate on Wednesday, including the Bluffton Bobcats and Hilton Head Seahawks in the Bridge Bowl for the WHHI Game of the Week. More decisions are expected today, and we'll keep you updated on Twitter, so be sure to follow us at Loco Sports. Turning our attention to tennis for a moment, Hilton Head High's girls remained undefeated with a 5-1 win over Heritage Academy on Monday. The Seahawks are now 7-0, and John Paul II continued its red-hot season with a 4-2 win over May River, improving the Golden Warriors record to 9-2. Over on the links, May River's 2-time defending state champion girls golf team finished 7th among 14 of the state's top high school teams this weekend at the WSCGA Foundation High School Invitational in Florence. Claire Green led the Sharks, shooting 7 over par over 36 holes to tie for 6th, while fellow sophomore Robyn Zimmerman tied for 18th. Hilton Head Prep didn't field the full team, but Bridget Wilkie tied for 10th, and Antonina Morgan was 23rd for the Dolphins. That's it for today. Tomorrow's like a bonus Friday, so let's take advantage. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thank you, Justin. Maria, let's get that weather forecast and what's going on with Hurricane Ian.
Thanks, Robyn. All right, so taking a look ahead, watching Hurricane Ian, it's making its way through Cuba right now, and it should be making landfall on the west side of Florida by the end of the day. How this hurricane is going to impact us this week is Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy in the morning, but by the afternoon, we're really going to see the wind start to pick up, and by the evening, we should be seeing some rain. There's going to be rough surf and rip currents, so do be careful. Temperature-wise, Hilton Head's going to have a high of 75, a low of 64. Bluffton's going to have a high of 75, a low of 61. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 76 and a low of 61. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 7:15 and sunset's going to be at 7:12. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be 11:35 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 6:53 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Thursday is when we're really going to start to see an impact of the storm. There's going to be very high winds and there's going to be a lot of rain, which is just going to increase throughout the day. There's going to be a temperature drop. Highs are going to be in the 60s, lows are going to be in the 60s. Come Friday is when we're supposed to be storm impact day. We're going to see a lot of rain, a lot of strong wind. The highs are going to be in the low 70s, lows are going to be in the 60s. Come Saturday, we should see light up a little bit, but we are still going to see some showers and thunder showers throughout the day. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 60s. Throughout the week, you should be watching for any coastal flooding. If you have anything outside that you need to strap down or bring inside, please do that. Everyone stay safe and have a great rest of your day. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll get an update on what is going on in the city of Beaufort as they prepare for the hurricane with Mayor Stephen Murray. Don't go away.